So I've tried to make this video before. It's something that actually happened to me years ago. I'm not sure if it was 2008 or 2007, but it doesn't matter. It might have even been 2009 actually, but I'm not really sure. But the point is, I've tried to make this video, I don't know how many times, but quite a few times, and it's like I can't think of the words. I know what I'm trying to describe, but I just can't think of how to describe it. So what I've done is I've gone onto ChatGPT and I've told it more or less what happened, and then I've got it to write a script for me, which probably sounds stupid, but I mean, maybe it probably is, but you might not think so once I've read it, because it was a very strange thing that happened. But anyway, I'll read the script, and you can tell me what you think in the comment section. I'm really particularly interested if anybody's ever experienced anything like this. Tell me that in the comment section as well. But anyway, enough rambling. I'll read it. It was a bright summer morning in 2007 or 2008, possibly 2009. Around 6 a.m. I had just woken up, lying in bed for about 15 minutes, soaking in the early sunlight. I don't know why I said that, but whatever. That's when I noticed it. A light shadow on the wall, just below the ceiling and next to the window. It caught my attention because there was nothing in the room that could have cast it, the shadow, that is. As I lay there, the shadow began to change. It expanded and contracted very slowly at first. Contracted slightly, almost as if it were breathing. In the centre of the shadow was a round dark spot which seemed to pulse in sync with the shadow's movement. It was like watching a chest inhale and exhale, with the darker spot acting as a heart. My confusion grew with each cycle. The outer shadow seemed to reach out further each time, and the centre circle grew darker. It wasn't long before I noticed vein-like structures starting to sprout out from the centre of the circle, even though it was, I don't know why I'd say it wasn't long. I was watching it a little while, I'm not sure how long, but it wasn't like instantaneous, but anyway, whatever. They grew slowly, adding to the eerie sense of life the shadow exuded. Despite my fear, I couldn't move. I was like a deer caught in the headlights, mesmerised and terrified at the same time. I wasn't terrified right away. I wouldn't say I was terrified. It did unnerve me, though. Then the light from outside began to dim, as if... No, that's not what happened. It was like something was going over the window. Like it was spreading out. It was here and the window was next to it, and it was like, as it was getting bigger, it started to go over the window. But it wasn't like, a really thick shadow. It was just it was quite subtle, actually. Anyway. Lost where I'm up to now. As if to acknowledge the shadow's presence. I don't know why I said that. It was in that moment, with a chilling clarity, that I realised I was witnessing something manifest. That did come into my mind, that there was something manifesting. It certainly felt like it. I can't honestly say that it was that, but that's what it felt like. Manifest before my very eyes. To this day, I struggle to explain what I saw. It was a supernatural encounter that left an indelible mark on me, and no matter how outlandish it sounds, it truly happened. It did happen. But I can understand why people would think it didn't. For obvious reasons. But we had quite a lot of strange things happen in that. It wasn't a house, it was actually a maisonette. Which, if you don't know, a maisonette is, in this case, there was a flat underneath it, and then it was a house on top of a flat. So it's like, a flat and then a house with 2 floors. I don't know why they decided to do it like that, but that's what they did. And they're called maisonettes. Sometimes the flat's on top. It just depends. I don't know why I'm telling you this. It's nothing to do with what I'm talking about. Anyway, that's what happened. And it's like, when I tried to describe it before, it was like if you've ever seen an embryo forming, they'll show it and it'll have like a little heart and there'll be a little like veins coming off it. That's what it reminded me of. Kind of, anyway. It was weird because when it first started happening, it was just like a shadow, and it was like there wasn't even a little dot to begin with, to be honest. Like it was just like a shadow, and it was like it got a little bit darker, then it went away, and it came back again. It was like a heartbeat, or even like maybe the tide coming in and going out again. That's the kind of rhythm that it had. But anyway, I don't know what it was. I never found out, because as it started to get more and more pronounced, I went downstairs, and then by the time I came back up again, it was like, dinner time by then, and it was completely gone, and everything was back to normal. And I never saw it again, and I don't want to see it again either, by the way. And I might as well, to make this video a bit longer, but hopefully it'll make it a bit more interesting. In this house, not the same thing actually, but although it is in a way, on the ceiling, which I'll show you the ceiling in case you don't know what a ceiling looks like. I've woken up more than once, and it's been, first thing in the morning, and I just look at the ceiling, and it's like I can see, it starts out like I can see shapes, and then it looks almost like writing, but I couldn't tell you what letters they are. It's letters or characters of some kind, but I don't have a clue what they are. I mean, I might as well put this on this video, because if I told you about this on another video, it's only going to be like 2 or 3 minutes long. So anyway, yeah, they're like kind of blocky. I don't know how else to describe it. It's just, I've seen it a few times now. It's always when I'm waking up as well, but it's like they're like sort of on the ceiling, and they're kind of like moving across almost. And they're almost like I can see the outlines of them, but they're see-through. I don't have a clue what that is either. If anybody can tell me what they think either of these things are, I would be interested. And has anybody had a similar experience to either of these things? That'd be interesting to me as well, if you could tell me that in the comments section. But other than that, I'll leave it there, because I don't have anything else to say, and I'm about to go to bed, to be honest. But tell me what you think. And like I said, if you've seen or anything like this, or you know somebody who has, maybe you could get them to comment. But whatever, if you got this far, thanks for watching anyway, and bye for now.